I'm Nicholas Balsi here at CPAC for JustTheNews.com with the founder and creator of MyPillow, Mike Lindell.
Okay. I didn't find it, I invented it. But
he invented it, but you're the spokesman. I mean, you're the face of it.
Yeah. I've been. But you know, you got to realize MyPillow is the platform for where I'm at now. It's a platform for God. Now I can go out and evangelize. I can get behind our great president. I can do all these stuff here where, you know, at least I have a voice where people listen now. You know, and that. So it's God's got me on this incredible path where back, you know, I used to be a crack cocaine addict. I didn't know anything about politics. I came out of that and I'm going, what's going on? There's a president giving money to evil empires. All my friends were unemployed. It's like in 2009 and 10. I'm going, everyone's losing their houses. And then by a divine appointment, I end up meeting Donald Trump before he was became president in the summer of 2016. He invited me to Trump Tower. I'm going, what do you want to talk to me for? You know, and we get there, half-hour private meeting talking about bringing the jobs back and all the stuff I was going to do for people to get them out of addiction, and it matched exactly what he was going to do. He's told me, and now I went back to Minnesota. I said, you guys, I met Donald Trump. You know, I did a press release. I was called a racist and everything else because I went all in. That just made me go more all in, you know. And now I can say, now I go on going, you guys, I told you, look at this is amazing. And now being here at CPAC, I had to learn back then what a liberal was, what a conservative was, what a Democrat was. I had to learn all that. What I did know is even when the Republican Party back in 16, Donald Trump has moved it. Now it's the common sense party. It's the conservative. It matches my Christian values. You can't beat it. You know, I mean, hello. I look at my friends. I go, wait, you're over here. You know, they'll go, Mike, you know, what's wrong with you? We love everything you're doing, but what's wrong with your brain? You're back in the president. I go, you guys, everything he's doing is helping you in our daily lives, bringing us joy, bringing us everything. It's amazing.
Well, now, let me ask you about the general election. If we look forward, right? I mean, he may be taking on Bernie Sanders, and the message is going to be single-payer health care, you know, universal child care, and all these other things like forgiving student debt. Do you think the president will be able to counter that message?
He doesn't have to counter that message. You know, he just put me in charge of Minnesota. You know, I was with him last night. Let me tell you, all he has to say is, look what I've done and look where we're going. I mean, come on, the things that can be done in the next 5 years with him are things like getting rid of addiction in this country, getting God back in our schools, you know, all these things, you know. If Sanders is there with socialism, that generation that didn't have God, a lot of them just think socialism is being social. Let's go, hey, let's have a social event. You know, they don't even know what it is. And the media, here's what I see. Now that I know a little bit about politics, the Democrats are going to fight all they can because they don't even want that. They don't want that. They're going to expose socialism for what it is themselves. You know, they didn't have a chance of beating our great president anyway. I mean, there's a lot of people who don't like, oh, he says this and says this. Who cares? You know what? I met him personally. The man has one agenda, that's helping our country and helping people. I talked to his employees in the summer of 16 before I went all in. Every single one of them, by the way, most were women and minorities, every one of them says he's the greatest leader, greatest boss. They have a personal story. You can't, I mean, I'm going, wow, this guy's, you know, the best thing ever. But you get this narrative out there and these fake news, and then some people go, oh, I wish he didn't have Twitter. Without Twitter, he wouldn't be here. He's got to get the message of who he is to the people and get this message out. I mean, I was there last night at the White House for the Black History Month. All the stuff he's done for the black community, from the lowest unemployment in history, the stuff I'm partial to, rolling back that the Clintons put in, all these things for prisons. Now, friends of mine that were in prison for, you know, when they changed the laws from cocaine and crack and all these things that they punished the black community. And now, other than Minnesota, which is the highest black unemployment in the country, in Minneapolis, but we know why that is. You know, it starts with an O, ends with Omar. You know, I mean, that district, it's crazy. But the rest of the country, the lowest black unemployment, they're accepting the policies of our president.
What do you think about the inner cities, though? What Trump would have to do to get more of a turnout on the Republican side in inner cities in 2020?
That's what he's doing. He's doing it. He's helping the population in the inner cities, the Hispanics and the black community. All that has to do is they're the ones who are going to rise up and tell the public, hey, he's helping us.
Are they connecting that, though, you think, to his policies?
This is what I'm going to be doing. Now, he's got me as chairman for the Minnesota Trump Committee. I'm going around the state and saying, hey, you guys, this is what he's done. it manifested to this. You can only, our previous president can only say, oh, that was because of me for so long. It's a joke that people are even saying that. Let me tell you, when I came out of addiction and I looked around me, I'm going, here's a president. It was like 2009 that I came out, and I'm going, everybody was unemployed, they're losing their houses, they're giving money to an evil empire. I go, what happened? What did I miss? And now I look around and I go, wow, the same input for 50 years gives you the same output. Okay, it's just like a pillow. You go to bed at night and you don't have a MyPillow. You wake up in the morning, you went to bed with the same problem you woke up with, right? Same way with addiction. You go to bed, I view addiction as the biggest opportunity ever for the biggest revival ever. But you go to bed with the same problem. If you got the same input in, you're going to get the same output. We've been getting it, they've been lied to for 50 years over and over and over again by both parties. We finally have a president that keeps his promises. That's a different input. That's what we all went on. Everybody out there, in 2016, we all voted on faith and a prayer for hope, because we were looking for hope. God gave us grace on November 8, 2016 for the biggest revival in history. And you know what I tell everyone out there for voting? Not just to vote, to vote for Donald Trump or Republican. Go tell your friends that are on the left. You guys, look at this. This is how it happened. You can't get by the fake news. They're going to have this false narrative and keep going and going and going and going. We got to get out there as a people and get out there and spread the word about this great president, about how the policy. Go to promiseskept.com. Those are everything he's done that you don't even know about, people that are out there. One thing after another that he's done while he's over here tweeting and everybody's looking up here to fake news. All this good stuff's coming under the fence. Come on through. Another good thing, another good thing, another good thing. It's amazing.
Last one for you, since you're helping him out in the cities. Do you think he's going to be able to top the turnout among African Americans voting Republican in 2020 compared to 2016? You think he'll be able to top?
100%. But what's going to happen is, it's not just that in the Hispanics and the blacks. What's going to happen is the suburban housewife and all this suburban. That's what flipped in 18. They're going to see all the great things he's done, and they're going to go, wow, look at this. All came from there. But the turnout's going to be, I would say, 30% more. Because if you do polls now, his popularity, it's just a matter of will they vote. Will people get out and vote? And that's the thing. The only thing that scares me is, but I'm going to tell you this too, is the people that on the left, it's a small minority, that far left, and they just have the media, the fake news out there that's tearing this false narrative. People are going to wake up unless they got this like brainwashed on them. It's sad that we have a whole population of kids that were brainwashed thinking that that they didn't have God, so they're thinking socialism or whatever because they don't know any better. They were brainwashed by professors in schools that didn't have God, quite frankly.